Okay, good morning. Today is Tuesday, April 9th, 2019. We've come off the highs right now. I'm going to look back at this point, and what I'm looking for is what's my highest volume bar of the session, and then most likely going to wait until the 9 o'clock mark or 8 o'clock CST to start trading. No, there hasn't been 1,000 bar at this point in time. So this is the closest that it's got right there. Coincides with the high. So let's write that down, 936. So we have a 936 bar at 421. This also coincides up with the high. Looks like the entry point would have been right around here. Coming in around 455. Looks about 62. So this is overnights. So that corresponds with European markets mid-morning, mid-afternoon, about 6 hours in front of us. Let's see what current time is there in London right now. It's 1:09 right now, 1:10 in London. So it's 8 o'clock, so they're 7 hours ahead of us right this second. So that would be about 11:20. So not really much happening right at the open there. At 3 o'clock would be 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. This makes sense. GMT +1. All right. Let me think here for a second. I'm kind of 2 be 3, that'd be 2. Yeah, that's right. So 2 o'clock would be 9 o'clock. So we see our high volume spike up here against the high, and we see our sell-off through here with no looking back here. If we measure that high, 64.79, what we know about this particular trade is 27 would be a 3p move from highs. So we're right on top of a 3p move right now. Might be a minor correction coming into the market. In the near future. So from highs to lows, it's went about 51, 52 ticks. In a correction, it went up to 64.79, so it got within, what is that, 21 ticks of $65 and sold off a little bit. I was expecting more volume up around the $65 handle. We haven't officially went through 65 yet. The former open outcry of the crude oil market will come at 9 o'clock a.m. or 8 o'clock CST, which is about an hour, or it's about 50 minutes, 49 minutes away from here. We'll see if that, and we'll look at the open, see what we can see at that point. So I'm going to let the market do its own little thing for at least the next, we'll look at the market at the open. If we get 1,000 volume bar, we'll consider that as well. But at this point in time, there's nothing to do until we see some volume kick in the market. This short move has already went on its own merry way without us right now. So I don't want to get involved in chasing this one. All right, be back in a bit. One more thing to add right now is that we've been up almost 3p and we've been down over 3p as far as movement. If we plug in the low, a 64.28, former low I should say, well I don't know what that was, the low. The low was, the lowest session was not actually that. What was lowest session? Lowest session looks like it was right here. Former lowest session was 64.33, so we didn't. So we officially went up 2p and we went down. We've been down 3 right now. So it looks like the short is a little bit stronger than the long at this point. We'll see how this carries forward in the trading. So, all right, so we're open. Open outcry is open, or former open outcry. And we've made it to the 5-minute mark, so I'm just waiting for the 5 minutes to finish. Looking for an 806 print right now. Watching our volume bars. Highest volume is 962 right now. So here's our box today. Let's just look at it visually. I would call that a medium box today, not a big box, not a small box, but, but a medium box. With the current conditions that we got right now, I would tell you that we have an entry point at 64.31 to short. Going back into the range, and then we'll be protecting down here at the lows. I mean at the underneath this 64.31 to short. Notice that we're running with a 14 tick stop loss to start with 86 tick profit target. The 86 tick is 5p. That also wins my combine too. So hopefully I can get half of that today. Half is at 3p is a 52 tick move, 51 tick. So that's what I'm looking for as far as trading. All right, so we have a new signal coming in at 32, short at 32. 64.32 to short. If filled, that would make 64.15 first target. Using these 4 blue bars right here, hopefully we'll get one more. We'll call it the 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't see the 5th one yet, but it's pretty close. All right, pausing the Camtasia until filled or I cancel. All right, cancel an open order right now. Wait for a new setup to happen. Hold on. Alright, so we have what I consider the 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Waiting for a completion here to get above. We need to see this market get above, and then we'll go at right now current market conditions. If we can get the highway to go, our candlesticks to go above the highway right now and stay below the 45 mark, we'll be looking at about 35 for the short, but we'll still waiting. So we have 4, and then this one will be 5 bars up to 500. So we're looking at the 5 trading. It's a little strategy that I use to get involved. All right, let's see if this bar holds. All right, it does. All right, signal to short right now, 64.35. Look like 64.36. Don't like shorting on 5s. There's 153 at 35 right there. So hopefully we can run through it and continue on down. Watching up against this right here though, we're watching the 6445 line as well. All right, see if we get in. All right, so if this trade is filled, we'll be using this top plus a tick or two to hold the trade. Went down to 37 there. All right, we're in. Got a positive slippage there, 1 tick. That's because we're in the combine. 64.37. We're looking for 64.20 for a 1p move. Roughly there. And we were looking at 36 originally. So we're looking for the move to see if it has any power to get back down in here. We want to use this as a stop up here, 45, we'll call it 46. We'll go 2 ticks over, maybe 3 tops right now, so let's call it 48. So force the market to make a move 3 ticks higher than the 45 mark. So risk on trade right now is 11 ticks until we get a little bit closer down here to We'll see bottom of range here. I'd like to see it move down to the bottom of the 18 mark, 20. Should give us the ability to move to break even, hopefully. All right, so let's go ahead and protect one tick under 45 now. We'll protect 6444. Let's go ahead and protect 2 ticks under the high, 6443. All right, that's good enough. Let's get to break even on the trade. All right, we did move through 1P. Let's go ahead and protect 3 ticks now. We'll go ahead and protect 2 to 3 ticks depending upon, I don't want to be on the 5. So we'll hold the 4. We'll hold the 4. A 2P down move right now is from here. The next target down is 6403. Now this could all be smoke and mirrors and go straight up from here. We're watching volume. This ends up being highest volume bar now on the red side. Now is it going to be a failure bar or is it going to be the end of the down move? I don't know. But this is highest volume now on the red side. So we'll find out if it's going to be a failure bar or not at this point. 6403 is next target down, and below that is 6385. Okay, let's go ahead and lock in 5. We'll go ahead and lock in 5 now. And we're going to hold here. Holding 5 until we get to 2. 2P once again is 6403. Recognizing that this is new, this is highest volume now. This red bar right here is now highest volume. So we're paying attention to that. And we're taking advantage of the overnights wanting to sell off right now. And we're hoping there's some oomph to the down move today. All right, let's go ahead and use the 200 bar right now. We're going to move down to 28. Using our 200 bar, we're going to move our target down to 28. We're up against pivot down here. Pivot is at 6402 and 2P is right in front of it. So let's go ahead and move 6421, call it 23. 6423. Just in case this market bounces off a pivot, we want to protect ourselves here. Take a little bit of profit. The 2P mark is 6403. To it, not through it. And through. 2P is officially run. Let's watch the bounce here first before we move. Lots of red volume in here. All right, so let's use 18. 18 plus 5. 18 plus 3 is 21. We're going to move to 21. So range of 18 plus 3, 21. I might be a little too close. Let's call it 23. Let's go range plus 5. Range plus 5 is 23. 3P down move brings to 63.85. There's any strength this down move, we should easily see 63.85. That's a 3P down. Below 85 is 68. And below 68 is our target of 51. That'll make it run through the S1 just a little bit. And, well, I'd win the combine for that. But our plan will be, if we get this far, we'll be protecting 4 against 5. And we officially ran the 2P. Next down target on trade is 85. All right, 11 plus 10 is 21. We'll move to 21 ticks. Excuse me, 64.21. We're going to go with a 10 tick stop underneath over this. Double bottom. We're going to use a 10 tick stop. 11 plus 10 is 21. Call it 22. That'll give us what, about a 15 tick hit. Win. Call it 23. Still don't like it. We'll go 5 over 18. This is highest volume bar right here. See if this can hold. All right, 21 stop that up move. 2 ticks higher than that is 23. We'll hold 23. If we can get back down here, we'll hold 21. Now this might be done. It might be done going down here, so we won't move it. 23 is our stop. We'll leave it there. This market can go all the way back up and up. And out. Plus 14 on trade. Market didn't have enough oomph to continue that move. So a bounce off of the pivot point kind of knocked us out. I tried the best I could to try to stay in this trade, but the market decided that the retracement was going to hammer us here. So not sure where we go from here. The highest volume is right there, 1295. Pausing video. Camtasia. We're looking at the other side of the trade. The long signal would have been right above this mark, 64.13. Can't be in both at one time usually. But 64.13 is our long signal. Let's see how that plays out. 64.13 would make, we need the market to move on this one for a 1P move. Needed to move to 30, 64.30. Obviously I'm not in it. I played the short. thinking that we're going to have more power to get underneath that pivot. Alright, pausing video here on the Camtasia. In fact, let's make this the end of part 1.